Minister update the House on how the Coalition is supporting family-owned transport operators across Australia, and how will the Coalition's actions drive jobs growth in my electorate of Flynn and indeed Central Queensland?
The Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, thank you I'd like to thank the honourable member for his question and note that he, more than most, having also been in the transport business, understands what this means, what it means to be an owner-operator. And it's great to see owner-operators here today, and I note the Welshes in the gallery there at the moment, at Katingle, and other owner-operators and their wives and their partners who have to deal with all the trials and tribulations of making those payments, making the lease payments, making the insurance payments, making the registration payments, making the payments to the fuel distributor, to the mechanics, keeping the economy of their local towns going. The sort of owner-operators that get out to the towns of Monto and Billow and Jambin, who make their way up the dirt roads behind Weeabonga and out into the western districts, the kind of owner-operators that keep this nation's economy going. They're the owner-operators for which today we introduce a bill to remove this incredible impost, because there's no way on earth you can say that making people broke makes them safe. Making people broke just makes them broke, puts them out of business. And we believe on this side in the vision of someone who might not start with the education that so many of us has got, who might not start with the money that some people might have, but who start with a vision and who start with a drive, who start with a desire to take themselves forward by reason of their endeavours and owning a rig and getting out on the road and earning a dollar. Mr Speaker, there is so much about this. It is so frustrating when we see Australian men and women having to come down to the front lawn of this parliament to try and make sure once more they sweep up after the disaster of a Labor Green Independent alliance of the previous government. A Labor Green Independent alliance who is so well noted for some of their other remarkable decisions where they are putting people out of business, like what they did with the live cattle trade when they put people out of business, like they did with the budget when they tried to put the whole nation out of business, like they're going to try and do with their housing policy, with their rental policy, with their negative gearing policy, which looks like a Hindenburg policy looking for a match. This is what these people try to do. They have no idea how business works. They have no idea how business works. And we see it because they've never experienced business. They've never been in business. They've never had to actually get out on the road and earn a dollar. What they are is that they have the experience that's really from this chamber. That's about it. That's about the only experience they've got. But we will drive this forward, and just like for the member for Flynn, just like we voted against it in March 2012, we'll have the joy this time of kicking it out and making sure that we get the Welshes back onto the road, that we get the lorries back onto the road, we get so many of the working men and women, the true working men and women of Australia, back on the road to keep our economy going.